She said, "Ugh, you're like a clingy puppy. It's disgusting." When I surprised her with flowers at work, I said, "Woof." Then I started fetching someone else's attention. She begged like a dog when she saw me proposing to her coworker 6 months later. I, 29 male, was with Veronica, 28, for about 3 years. Lived together for one. Last Valentine's Day changed everything, and not in the romantic way I'd planned. See, Veronica worked at this marketing firm downtown. Always complained about how stressful it was, how her boss was demanding, how she never had time to breathe. So I thought I'd brighten her day. Went to the nice florist, not the grocery store. Got a bouquet of yellow roses, her favorites, with baby's breath. Nothing huge or obnoxious, just thoughtful. Drove to her office building around lunchtime. Figured I'd surprise her and maybe take her to that Thai place she loved. Reception knew me. I'd picked her up plenty of times. They waved me through with smiles, took the elevator to the 3rd floor, walked through the open office space toward her desk. She was standing by the coffee machine with a group of coworkers, laughing about something. Perfect timing, I thought. When she saw me, her face changed, not in a good way. "What are you doing here?" Not "Hi, honey," or "What a surprise." Just accusation. "Brought you these," I said, holding out the flowers. "Thought we could grab lunch." The entire area went quiet, like that scene in movies where the record scratches. Veronica's face went from surprised to disgusted. Actually disgusted, like I was holding a dead rat instead of roses. "Are you serious right now?" She looked around at her coworkers, then back at me. "I'm at work, Garrett." "I know, I just thought." "Ah, you're like a clingy puppy. It's disgusting," she said it loud. Clear, in front of everyone. What kind of grown man shows up at someone's job with flowers like some desperate teenager? My face burned, could feel everyone staring. This woman next to her, later learned her name was Iris, actually winced. "I was trying to do something nice," I managed. "Nice? This is embarrassing. You're embarrassing me." "What? You couldn't wait until I got home? Had to mark your territory in front of everyone?" "Mark my, Veronica, they're flowers. God, just go, please, before security thinks you're some stalker." I stood there for maybe 3 seconds. Felt like 3 hours. Then I set the flowers on the nearest desk, turned around, and walked out. "Woof," I said as I passed her. Quiet enough that only she heard. Didn't look back. Didn't run. Just walked to the elevator, wrote it down, got in my car, and drove home. Packed while she was at work. Not dramatically, methodically. My clothes, my Xbox, my kitchen stuff. I did all the cooking anyway. My books. Left all the furniture. It was mostly hers or bought together. Didn't want the arguments. Moved back to my apartment. I'd kept it and rented it out. Lease was up anyway. Lucky timing. She got home around 7. The text started at 7:03. "Where are you? Where's your stuff? Are you seriously throwing a tantrum about earlier?" This is so childish. I was just stressed. "You can't just leave. Garrett, answer your phone." Sent one text back. "You were right. I was being a clingy puppy. Fixed it." Then I blocked her number. That should have been the end. Clean break, move on, lesson learned about public humiliation. But Veronica had other plans. Update 1. So after I moved out, expected Veronica to rage for a bit, then move on. She had too much pride to chase after a clingy puppy, right? Wrong. First week, she went through the stages. Anger. Showed up at my apartment, banging on the door, bargaining. Sent emails about how we could work through this. Depression. Posted sad quotes on Instagram. Denial. Told mutual friends we were taking a break. But when none of that worked, she got creative. Started showing up places she knew I'd be. The gym, the coffee shop I went to every Saturday, even my buddy Jerome's birthday party. She hated Jerome when we dated. Each time with the same energy. Oh, what a coincidence. Like I was supposed to forget she called me disgusting in front of her entire office. The real kicker was when she started revising history. Told people I abandoned her because she asked for space at work. No mention of the puppy comment, the public humiliation, nothing. Just poor Veronica, victim of her boyfriend's fragile ego. I stayed quiet, didn't correct anyone, just kept living. Then something interesting happened. Got a LinkedIn message from someone named Iris Walton. Took me a second to place the name, the woman who'd winced during Veronica's performance. "Hi Garrett, not sure if you remember me from Valentine's Day. I wanted to apologize for not speaking up. That was awful to witness. Nobody deserved that, especially not someone bringing flowers. Hope you're doing well. I stared at that message for a while. Someone from that office actually thought Veronica was wrong? Replied, "Thanks, Iris. No need to apologize. Wasn't your circus?" "I'm doing great, actually. Hope the office drama has died down." She responded, "Ha, if only. Let's just say that wasn't the first time she's been difficult. Anyway, glad you're well. Take care." We messaged back and forth a bit. Nothing deep, just casual conversation. She seemed cool, funny, normal. Asked if I still liked that Thai place, mentioned she'd been wanting to try it. "I know this is random," I wrote, "but would you want to grab lunch there sometime? As friends, I promise not to bring flowers." She sent back a laughing emoji. "Only if you promise not to call me disgusting if I do." We met that Thursday. Just lunch. Just talking. Found out she was a graphic designer, loved horror movies, had a cat named Salami. She told me about the office dynamics, how Veronica had a reputation for being harsh but got away with it because she brought in clients. That day, though, Iris shook her head. Even people who usually agreed with her were uncomfortable. You bringing flowers became this whole thing. Half the office thought it was sweet. And the other half? Thought she had a point about professional boundaries but agreed she handled it badly. Badly, that's one way to put it. We laughed, kept talking. Lunch turned into coffee. Coffee turned into, we should do this again. Started meeting up regularly, still just friends. I wasn't trying to rush into anything, and she was respectful of that. We bonded over movies, shared memes, grabbed food when we were both free. Then Veronica found out. Don't know how. Maybe she still had a spy in the office. Maybe she saw us somewhere. But one night Iris texted me, "So your ex just confronted me in the bathroom at work." Called her immediately. What happened? She cornered me, said I was violating girl code by hanging out with you. I told her there was no code for publicly humiliating someone. She didn't like that. "I'm sorry, I didn't think she'd..." "Oh, I'm not done. She then told me you were obsessive, controlling, and that's why she had to set boundaries that day." I asked if bringing flowers was controlling. She said I didn't understand the full context. "What did you do?" Told her the full context was witnessed by 30 people, and it wasn't a good look for her. Then I left. "Iris, I don't want to cause problems at your work." "Garrett, stop. She doesn't get to dictate who I'm friends with. Plus, HR already has a file on her for other stuff. This just added to it." "Other stuff?" Interesting. That weekend, Veronica escalated, showed up at the coffee shop where Iris and I were sitting, walked right up to our table. "Really?" she said, looking between us. "This is what you're doing now?" "Hi, Veronica," I said calmly. "We're having coffee." "I can see that. How long has this been going on?" "Having coffee? About an hour." "Don't be cute, you know what I mean." Iris spoke up. "We're friends, Veronica. Is that a problem?" "Friends, right? Is that what you're calling it?" "Yes," I said. "That's literally what we're calling it, because that's what it is." Veronica laughed, bitter. "God, you really are like a puppy, already following someone new around. What, did you bring her flowers too?" "No, learned my lesson about that." Her face twitched. "I was having a bad day, and you chose to handle it by humiliating me in public. That was your choice. Living with the consequences is also your choice." "Consequences? What consequences?" "You left." "Yes, that was the consequence." She stood there, mouth opening and closing like a fish, then looked at Iris. "Good luck with this one. He's exhausting, needy, clingy, probably already planning your wedding in his head." Iris sipped her coffee. "Sounds better than someone who insults their partner in public." Veronica stormed off, posted later about fake friends and loyalty on her Instagram story. That night Iris texted, "So that was fun." "I'm really sorry about that. Stop apologizing for her behavior. But question? Yeah? Are you planning our wedding in your head? Because I'd like input on the cake." I laughed so hard I scared my neighbor's dog. We weren't dating. Not yet. But maybe. Final update. Okay, so a lot has happened since the coffee shop confrontation. Buckle up. First, Iris and I did start dating. Took it slow, made sure we were both in it for the right reasons. She was patient, understanding, and absolutely roasted me for my taste in movies. I like action films, sue me. The thing about Iris was she saw the flower incident happen. She knew exactly who I was at my corniest, most romantic, trying too hard self. And she still wanted to know me. Wild. Meanwhile, Veronica was spiraling. After the coffee shop thing, she started a campaign at work about how Iris betrayed women supporting women by dating her ex. Problem was, nobody really cared. Turns out, when you publicly humiliate your boyfriend, people remember that. Then came the performance reviews. See, what I didn't know when we were together was that Veronica had been skating on thin ice at work for a while. The flower incident was just one example of her leadership style that involved belittling people. She'd done it to interns, junior employees, even a few clients. Iris told me, without breaking confidentiality, that HR had been documenting complaints. The flower incident, witnessed by everyone, was apparently discussed as an example of creating a hostile work environment. Veronica's review came back with needs improvement in interpersonal skills and must complete sensitivity training. She was furious. Posted on LinkedIn about toxic workplaces that don't support strong women. But here's where she really messed up. She started trying to sabotage Iris at work. Nothing obvious, just little things. Forgetting to include her in emails, scheduling meetings when she knew Iris was out, taking credit for joint projects, petty stuff. Iris documented everything, every email, every meeting, every instance. Girl had receipts like CVS. 3 months into dating Iris, I knew she was special. Not because she was the opposite of Veronica, but because she was completely herself. She brought me soup when I was sick. She listened to my boring work stories. She made fun of my apartment's bachelor pad aesthetic and then helped me pick out throw pillows. I started thinking about the future. Like, really thinking about it. 4 months in, went ring shopping. Not because I was rushing, but because when you know, you know. Found a simple solitaire that reminded me of her. Elegant, unfussy, perfect. 5 months in, Veronica got transferred to a different department. Officially, it was a lateral move for developmental opportunities. Unofficially, everyone knew it was because she couldn't work professionally with Iris. The new department was accounts payable, from client-facing marketing to spreadsheets. She blamed me, of course. Sent an email to my work address, since I'd blocked her everywhere else, about how I'd ruined her career and turned everyone against her. Didn't respond. Just forwarded it to HR at her company, since contacting me violated some policy Iris had mentioned. 6 months in, last week, was Iris's birthday. Planned something special. Not huge, she hates being the center of attention. Just dinner at that Thai place where we had our first lunch, then a walk in the park where they had this light installation she'd been wanting to see. Told her I needed to tie my shoe. Dropped to one knee instead. Iris, you've made the last 6 months better than the last 3 years. You've shown me what it's like to be with someone who actually likes me. Public flowers and all. Will you marry me? She said yes. Cried a little. Made a joke about hoping I brought her flowers this time. I had them waiting in the car. We took a selfie with the ring, posted it the next day. Sweet, simple announcement. Lots of congrats from friends and family. Then Monday happened. Walked into Iris's office building to take her to lunch. Same building, same receptionist who'd witnessed the flower incident. She grinned when she saw me. Flowers today? She asked. In the car, I admitted. Learned to check first. Took the elevator up. As the doors opened on the 3rd floor, there was Veronica. In the marketing department. With a visitor's badge, we locked eyes. She saw the flowers in my hand. Okay, I lied to reception, sue me. Her face went through several emotions. Then she saw Iris walking toward me, left hand extended to show off her ring to a coworker. The look on Veronica's face, the absolute shock, the rage, the disbelief. She marched over. Are you kidding me? Hi Veronica, I said. Here for a meeting? You're engaged to her? Yes, it's been 6 months. 6 good months, Iris added, taking the flowers. Thanks, babe. These are beautiful. You're welcome. Ready for lunch? Veronica wasn't done. This is insane. You barely know each other. We know enough, I said. You brought her flowers, at work. Yes, like a clingy puppy. Woof. Her face went red. You did this on purpose. You pursued her to get back at me. Iris laughed. Actually, I messaged him first and pursued him if we're being technical. This whole thing is probably illegal. Workplace harassment. Emotional distress. Security appeared. Apparently visitor badges don't include yelling privileges. As they escorted her out, she turned back. He'll bring you flowers one time and then show his true colors. He's needy, clingy, exhausting. Iris called out. Good. I like attention. The whole office applauded, actually applauded. Later found out Veronica was there to interview for her old position. They'd been desperate enough to consider bringing her back despite the transfer. The hiring manager told Iris they'd be going in a different direction. That night, Veronica posted a long rant on Facebook about karma and fake people, and how some people can't handle successful women. Nobody engaged. Even her mom just posted a emoji. We're getting married next spring. Small ceremony, family, and close friends. The receptionist from the building already asked if she's invited. She is. Veronica's still in accounts payable. Still single, according to mutual friends. Still posting inspirational quotes about knowing your worth and not settling. Iris brings me flowers now too sometimes. Usually at home, but once at my office just to be funny. My coworkers think we're adorable. Turns out when someone actually likes you, they don't mind if you're a clingy puppy. They just buy you a collar and call you theirs. Woof woof.